Babe, look at, oh, look at Riley, babe.
As of late, since they've hit the postseason, she struggled a little bit, and I think that she's wearing that.
Is that girl scaring you? Don't let her scare you. Don't let her scare you. Don't let her scare you. She's, oh my God, there's so much noise. What goes, Pogo mofos? I'm just sitting here with Riley, and we're playing some Pokemon Go. She can't see the window from her angle. She only can see the TV. She's like, women play basketball?
Mama, what's up?
She's like, yo, she can see a bunch of tall chicks on the TV. What's up with this? They're playing basketball.
Okay, so take me to a team with a lot of experience and a traditional perennial contender. Stanford.
Shadow Glade? Okay, that's a leaf.
They're very similar to Connecticut. They're not in love with the dribble drive everybody's running right now. They score a lot off
You eat leaf blades.
It's hard to interfere with that triangle version, triangle offense, the movement. The players just know how to make themselves available in the right place at the right time, and they think a pass ahead. So defenses have always got to scramble to cover those shooters, and they're led by Kiana Williams, who at the point,
Fuck, I couldn't switch fast enough.
keep your eye on Cameron Briggs. Okay. She's a freshman. Right. She's 6'4", and this is going to be a huge compliment. Candace Parker-like. Oh, wow. Yeah, that it doesn't get any bigger in terms of compliments.
My shit is freezing like crazy.
In terms of this tournament, they really stole the spotlight. Paige Becker in kind of a different way yesterday. So after they hit a three, and Gino Auriemma was back. He'd gone through COVID protocol, so he was back with the team. Look at what Paige does, because she's going to run down the floor, and she's going to hit Gino right in the butt. I'll bet his reaction, Carolyn. He's like, Dad. Hey, that's Becker. That's your freshman saying, welcome back, Coach. We're glad you're here. Oh, my gosh. Aubrey Griffin loved that. But you like the move, and do you like kind of what she brings to the team? Oh, she's got that swag. And you know what? She brings fun to the court. She brings fun to Gino Auriemma. So
I think I can get to another special, though.
yeah, it's going to loosen Gino up a little.
Yep.
You know.
Oh my God. See, my shit is lagging. I should have been able to get to a special there.
It's good. It's good. It's a lot of fun. Just adds to the personality of this fabulous tournament. We look forward to seeing your calls later on today. Carolyn Peck, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Just gotta get 2 leaf blades here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna throw 1 right now.
Jay, bringing the knowledge. I love it. All right.
Just gotta get to 1 more.
These articles of you find yourself a certain song you feel agitated. Sorry.
Oh my God. What? You see, find a certain song that makes
Find
you
yourself moving and grooving alone.
moving and grooving, girl.
You should find a beat.
Riley likes to move and groove. She's a moving and groover.
It's a saying, right?
Yeah. Moving and grooving. Yeah, I didn't make that up.
We should all find a beat that keeps us moving and grooving.
Okay, but I mean, so this really made us think about other times in history that we've seen this, and I think, I think the GOAT of all is obviously
Vince Carter?
the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
USA
Babe, look at that. I remember that happened in the Olympics. 7-footer.
Insanity.
Jumped over a 7. Look at it. Look at it from that angle.
Who will never, ever live that down.
That's one. That was a game-changing event.
You just want to get out of the way.
I don't believe what I just saw. Neither did Gus Johnson. Listen, here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the lob. Giannis Antetokounmpo for Chris Middleton.
I made it look so easy. Just take the glove off.
How can it say
First of all, his records are on to the 4 steps.
I know. Hey, you know what? It goes for other sports too.
That's pretty well said. Consider creating a playlist.
Brandon Ayuk right over Marcus Epps for the touchdown. I mean, that was an absolute thing of beauty.
April of
Could be a Dragon Rage.
all the way from first base, and he's going to
Octazooka we can take.
over Yadier Molina. Just dove over Mr. Molina, Mr. Yadier Molina, and scored. Look at that.
Wow. That was fun. Jumping over your opponent. Literally.
That is absolutely filthy.
It's a rock slide. I'm gonna shield here.
On Jersey Mike's Day of Giving, we're giving our all.
That means all sales, all day.
Donated to great local causes.
So join us on Wednesday, March 31st, our Day of Giving.
Jersey Mike's, be a sub-above.
Welcome to that magic realm. Between here and there. A no man's land. And everyone's land. Where great expectations grow. And rewards are given to the
We're in a pretty good position here.
the perceptive, and the daring.
How can
Introducing
I
the Mazda
diversify a
CX-30
bead
Turbo
or a
with
tone
all-wheel drive. More power
or
for
a
your
song
pursuit.
or music?
The myths are real. Godzilla will come from it. And pound hours to no one.
Babe, you should even talk about jingles. You know what I mean? Like, jingles make you remember products. Like, even think about companies and how they write jingles.
I was gonna write that as a fun fact, but it's too much.
It's not even a fun fact. Like,
I was gonna write that. but
jingles
I
tie us to product lines. So, like, you know.
So you know if it's Starbucks, McDonald's, or
I don't know Starbucks jingles. I know, yeah, ba 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 ba, McDonald's. You know, or Coca-Cola used to have one. Like, yeah, exactly. So anyway, you know, you recognize products by jingles. You just throw it in there. You should say, like, you know, when you're talking about how music has relevance to people, you're gonna say, like, even companies have been known to use music to capture the attention of their audience. Write that. Even companies been known to use jingles to capture the attention of audience and tie you to relate, like tie your thought Even companies use jingles. JINGLES. Even companies use jingles to capture the attention of audiences.
What is this? It's Sling Watch Party. You can invite people to watch live TV with you. They have on-demand stuff too, so we can watch. Sling Watch Party is live TV together from anywhere. Get the best of cable for the best price.
All sales.
All day. All across America. That's right. All day.
So join us on Wednesday, March 31st, our Day of Giving.
Well, you could technically write an entire fucking presentation on jingles.
We've dreamt of this for so long.
No, you don't have to.
Owning the moment.
Good lead. If I'm gonna see this dude anywhere, I want to see him here. I'm just gonna switch.
Covered in glory.
Oh shit, I fucked up.
Our dream is that.
Fuck.
Sweet 16 continues today on ABC and ESPN.
Why would you upgrade to faster speeds? Well, more streaming, more gaming, more phones and laptops. All with more and more
That's
data.
not good.
So upgrade from fast, reliable internet with unlimited data. All for the best price. So you can stay connected to everything you love. Call 366-940-4388 and upgrade today. Only from Optimum.
Understanding your taxes can be complicated. Understanding your mobile service shouldn't be. That's why you need Optimum's Altice Mobile. Starting at just $14 a month per line, where the price
Okay, that's cool.
you only pay for what you need, with absolutely no multi-line commitment. All on a nationwide network with 5G access included at no additional cost. Stop overpaying. a month for line. Visit altismobile.com or your local Optimum store today.
All right, another slate of Sweet 16 games. What do you got? Florida State plus 2.5 over Michigan. The Seminoles are one of the most well-balanced teams in the country, but the key here is their weakness. Turnovers. They commit far too many. Michigan, however, doesn't force a lot of turnovers. 337 out of 357 teams when it comes to forcing turnovers. If they can't play into the Seminole weakness, they're not going to be able to beat them. Plus, Florida State's second game in Bankers Life Fieldhouse will be a bit of an advantage. I'm going Alabama, UCLA under 145.5. I first saw this, I was like, wait a minute, that's crazy high. And I did more research, and I'm like, yep, we're going under there. Look, Alabama's the third most efficient defense in the country according to Ken Palm.
Oh, this is good. This is exactly what we need to see. Goodbye to this dude. Okay, so now I avoid the fairy. Now we just dropped him down. Okay, he's got to quit. I still got a shield, and I'm just going to lace him and finish him off with the Shadow Char. And so it worked out. I made a foolish mistake, but it worked out. We'll get one more set in. And the wife and I are going to go take a ride in this beautiful rain.
All right, but time's winding down. The Flyers trying to score in the empty net, and Adam Fox makes a diving stop to prevent the goal. There's a great play by Fox. Unfortunately, in vain, the Rangers lose 2-1. I think starting with number 10 was a fabulous. 1, 2, 3. Okay, caught that. This is gorgeous. I mean, he makes them look like nothing, right? Just so graceful. So graceful and powerful. I just love watching him skate.
Yeah, I'm a beast, bro. Nice. We'll take that.
That is number 8 on your top 10.
So disrespectful. Grizzlies and Jazz at number 7. Speaking of disrespectful.
We just gotta avoid that Gengar meeting up with our homie Gallade.
Sorry, Bryce. This is a triple play. Mercer, well done. At number 6, Trevor Austin, Garrett Delano, Angelo Despina, you are in the top 10.
There's no commercials for Starbucks.
Not that I know of.
That pitch ripped to deep center is Elijah Nunez.
Just look up famous jingles.
Diving catch. TCU wins 11-2.
Lost the cap, made the catch. This is a crazy ending. Kings down 1.6 seconds left against the Cavs. And De'Aaron Fox throws at the length of the court by Harrison Barnes. And Barnes to a game winner.
I'm gonna take this Shadow Punch.
Oh, I'm so glad Harrison Barnes still out there doing Harrison Barnes things. And Fox is playing out of his mind.
Soccer number 3, World Cup qualifying Turkey and Norway. Ozan Tufan gets it just outside the box. And when I say bends it for the goal, I mean he bends it for the goal. Turkey wins 3-0.
Sure does. A lot of bend on that one. French basketball, Soleil and Orléans.
Okay.
And this is Yohan Makudu. Just look at the full extension on his zone.
He hangs in the air. But number 1, spring college football, Weber State, Northern Arizona.
If we get the shield here, we win. If we don't, we gotta fight longer. Okay, no shield. We should still win this, actually. I have 2 shields.
For men's college hockey, Boston University and St. Cloud State. Somehow the puck gets to a wide open St. Cloud State player for the goal. Boston University players like, what happened? So what? The puck goes up in the air.
All right.
The BU players, they have no idea where the puck is.
Right, because it's behind them.
Yes, but Micah Miller knows. He gets it, gathers it, and shoots it. See, the goal is facing the other direction.
Oh,
He's like, look way over there. I don't know where I think the puck is, but it's
so crazy.
not there. It's there.
Alright, that's a
in the
good
goal.
game.
And they won 6-2.
Do I have to demonstrate that again?
No, I'm good.
All right, it is time for college game day. Just enjoy the basketball, enjoy Reese and Cuffy. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
Your spot's so clean and mine's such a mess. Gonzaga and Michigan have been among the teams perceived to be a
create a message and a
Join
tune.
us coming up on College Game Day. Speaking of
Message in a tune? Yeah.
Conference of Champions,
A message in a tune.
then the great Bill Walton live on College Game Day coming up right now.
Welcome to College Game Day, covered by State Farm.
It is the day in the Sweet 16 for the East and the West. Because of the normal tournament calendar, it feels like this should be for a spot in the Final Four, but we're still a day or two away from that. Glad to have you with us on College Game Day. Alongside my great friends, LaFonso Ellis, Seth Greenberg, and Jay Billis, I am merely Reese Davis. Fonz, let's start with this Sweet 16 slate. Juwan Howard once played for Leonard Hamilton with the Washington Wizards. Now they square off a spot in the Elite Eight on the line.
Yes, I can't wait to see this game today. And this is a Florida State team that's average height is 6'8" across the board. So it's going to be important for Michigan to be able to make open threes when they get them. Florida State 6'8" each. They distort passing lanes, disrupt you. So it's going to be important that Michigan takes care of the basketball to win this game.
UCLA, Alabama. This game will be decided on who owns the identity and pace of the game. UCLA try to make Alabama defend in the half court. Alabama wants to play ahead of the defense and in transition. UCLA take care of the ball, rebound the ball. Matchup to watch: Harvey Hawkins, Herb Jones. That will be a dynamic matchup. Javon Quinn will be the X factor for Alabama.
USC taking on Oregon, and Oregon is an excellent offensive basketball team, but they do a good job on the defensive end as well. USC, a spectacular defensive team, only allowing 41% of their opponents' twos. They can cover up the rim from 6 feet and in, but Oregon can really score, especially with Chris Duarte.
Creighton and the Zags. Blue Jays have never won in this round, Sweet 16. They are 0 for 4. They're going to change that. Marcus Zagorowski is going to have a big game against that explosive Gonzaga offense. Now, if you really didn't enjoy, aesthetically speaking, Oregon State, Loyola Chicago, this is the game for you. Up, down, scoring, people putting the ball in the basket. Creighton and Gonzaga, will that be a
Damn.
to the Zags, the undefeated team, trying to become the
Why you keep your head up?
since 1976 to win the national championship. This is what we have in store today. We're going to look ahead to each of the games in the Sweet 16, getting to the Elite Eight, and the Zags know that Creighton's coming out.
Should go grocery shopping, right?
They obviously play a really good offensive side. The ball is moving. They're cutting shooters.
Just kind of have to stay locked in and focused for 40 minutes if you want to be different. And I think with the maturity and the experience on our team, we can make some noise and really shock the world.
The dream run continues. The Gonzaga Bulldogs stay undefeated and go to the Sweet 16.
They're too explosive offensively. They're disruptive defensively. They're on a mission to go undefeated and win a national championship. If you're not able to match the intensity that goes with that, you're asking for trouble.
There's no holding back now. There's literally no holding back. It needs to be your best mental effort. You can't be distracted by anything. If you're not really, really good to great, then you're probably going home. I can think of nothing better on a Sunday morning than sipping a delicious cup of coffee, perhaps looking forward to some shrimp cocktail from St. Elmo's later in the day, and the excitement of being able to see Creighton and Gonzaga. That is where our good friend Jeff Borzello joins us now from Indianapolis. Jeff, look, Creighton, how can Creighton be the team that gives the Zags a threat, and what's the approach Gonzaga has today?
Well, Reese, I think the biggest thing for Gonzaga is they're not avoiding or ignoring the undefeated talk. They know that they have a chance to be the first team since 1976 Indiana to go undefeated. But I spoke with longtime Gonzaga assistant Tommy Lloyd last night, and he said that's not their biggest goal. The prize is not undefeated. The prize is a national championship. Being undefeated is a byproduct of a national championship. Along those same lines, he said that the kind of the craziness of the NCAA tournament, the upsets, the double-digit season, the Sweet 16, it hasn't really been a wake-up call for Gonzaga, but it's reminded them of the sense of urgency the teams are playing with that maybe they weren't playing with during the regular season, and so it's helped keep them grounded. But and he says, everyone's a hunter right now. Gonzaga's not defending anything because they haven't won anything, so it's helped keep them focused. And on Sunday against Creighton, in order to beat them, Creighton, one of the most three-point heavy teams in the country, Tommy Lloyd said that they're trying to keep.
Oh, you have to do the thing today?
Corners, and if they beat Creighton, don't be surprised that Gonzaga head coach Mark Few
Yeah.
goes up the post-game press conference soaking wet like he did last week after the win over Oklahoma. They're in that locker room celebrating every win like it's the national championship. Why? Because as you said last week, given what everyone's been through this year, this
program. And speaking of embracing joy, scoring is how you do that. Gonzaga, a high-powered offense. They average about 92 points per game. It'll be the highest scoring average by any team since VMI put up nearly 94 a game in 2018. Nobody's averaged 90 and won the title since Duke did it in 2001. So as we look at this, Jay, Creighton, we know if they're right, seem to be ugly a couple of times, but if they're right, they can score. How can they knock off Gonzaga today?
Well, they're going to honestly, they're going to have to hope that Gonzaga shoots the ball poorly because Gonzaga gets layups. I mean, they score they score 50 points in the paint. They get layup after layup, and it's not just in transition because they're such a good passing and cutting team. And there's not a matchup in this game that you would check mark Creighton. Not one. And that's not a knock on Creighton because they're really good. Like Marcus Zegarowski is one of the best point guards in the country. Mitch Balak is a lefty, he's one of the best shooters in the country. They've got really good players.
Shit.
But Gonzaga's better at every position. And, you know, we've talked about this before, but Gonzaga's fourth best player had a triple-double against Portland this year, the first in the history of that program. Their fourth best player. They're the best team in this bracket by far. And it's going to take an extraordinary effort, not just to beat them, but to stay with them.
I'm trying to get the boost, honestly. If I get the boost, I'll shield him all the way down. Actually, I probably should. There it is. I'm gonna shield him all the way down anyway. Because why would you move a Lapperson against him?
Get on the offensive glass, and they don't post Chris Bishop a lot, Creighton, but when he gets it, he's got to go at him on the interior. This game, over their last 3 losses, only 11 points total in those 3 losses, 4 turnovers per game. In their last 3 wins, 13 points a game, and he's been rebounded in the high clip. I think that's a big matchup, and he's got to win that matchup, or at least compete in that matchup against Drew Timme.
Oh, perfect.
Wear Drew Timme down for the last 4 minutes of the game. I actually think Christian Bishop defensively is huge. I think his ability to move his feet and run the floor with Drew Timme is going to be absolutely huge. Offensively, I think they'll put him in ball screens. They'll use him as a rim runner. But I think Denzel Mahoney matchup with Corey Christopher is going to be as important. I love this game because of the flow of the game. Both teams play with great flow. Both teams are going to go transition right into their offense. They're not going to reset. I think the key to the game, though, is
We eat those.
for Creighton to have a shot at winning this game. Like Jay said, they've got to get up the score. The score. Mitch Balak has got to have a big game. He is capable of making 5 and 6 threes. You remember now, 43% of their shots come from the three-point line. If you want to pull off the upset, make a bunch of threes. Creighton is capable of doing that. No doubt about it.
Creighton has never won 3 games in a single tournament. They've never beaten the number 1 team in the country. They have an opportunity to do both of those things against Gonzaga coming up this afternoon. Move on to the Elite 8 for the first time. This is the way the East bracket looks. UCLA and Alabama will play tonight, and you have Michigan and Florida State also playing a 1 versus 14. Michigan and Florida State have become somewhat familiar foes. They met in the Elite 8 in 2018 when Michigan went on eventually to the national championship game to Villanova. The Seminoles looking for their 4th Elite 8 appearance in program history. Michigan trying to do it for the 4th time this century, and as I mentioned on the top of the show, Juwan Howard and Leonard Hamilton know each other pretty well, and I guess here is hoping for Leonard's sake that Juwan got enough plays called for him with the Wizards back in the day when Leonard was the coach. Franz, this has been a matchup that people have pointed to that is potentially problematic for Michigan. What advantage does Michigan have in this game?
Well, I think they've got to shoot the basketball efficiently from the three-point line. Because this is a Florida State team that's the tallest team in all of college basketball with an average height of 6'8". They've used that length to disrupt and distort passing lanes and force you to have to play one-on-one situations on the offensive end because of the way they switch. Now, they will overhelp on dribble drives, and that'll open up opportunities for Michigan to be able to pitch for open threes. Michigan shoots 39% from the three-point line. That's the 11th best in the country. In their 4 losses, they're only 30% from 3, 5 made in those games. In their last 4 wins, 40% from 3, and they've made 9. That's going to be a huge key for them to try to beat Florida State. I have Florida State winning that game.
And one of the advantages that Michigan has in this ball game is 100 tickets.
Looks like all my shields are gonna go to Ops Lagoon right now.
How they match up with him, what they decide to do with Dickinson in the post. They're going to try. Florida State's going to try to move him around on the defensive end, put him in ball screens as often as they can, get him out of the lane, because they're a very good lane protecting team. Michigan's not much of a. It's not like they're this great shot blocking team.
Because I got that hidden, I'm gonna shield.
And their opponents only shoot 42% on twos against Michigan because of their length, their athleticism, and they're much grittier and nastier defensively this year than last year. I think Michigan is.
Let's just throw the big boy shot at it, whatever comes out.
Even without him to beat Florida State.
Chad Seminoles are going to come at them in waves. Show us how that versatility can play in Florida State's favor. Yeah, Florida State can position this offensively and defensively. They can score so many different ways in transition on the offensive glass, but they can also post up just about anyone. This right here is Scotty Barnes, but this could be Raekwon Gray. This could be MJ Walker. Their ability to spread out and attack matchups, especially with Lippers out, is going to be the key. You're going to watch right here.
Like I never had to use apps again.
Raekwon Gray here, he's cleared the area, and they're going to lift. They're basically playing 4 round 1. But watch Scotty Barnes here. He's going to search across the lane.
That's
Now,
it.
he could be playing against the point guard. He could be playing against the power forward. It could be
I'll be back later, ladies and gentlemen.
They will look to attack a matchup in the paint and lift Hunter Dickinson away from the basket. Watch what happens. The ball reverses. The ball goes inside. Scotty Barnes goes to work. Again, that could be any of the offensive players for Florida State. The reason it works is because they shoot 33% from the three-point line. Think about your transition. Scotty Barnes now, he's at the point. A little drag ball screen right here. Scotty Barnes is going to come off of this ball screen, and he's going to see a matchup he likes. So what happens? All of a sudden, whole line clears right here, and what does Scotty Barnes do? He just backs his man down. Decision to make right now, Michigan. Do you double? Well, if you double, that's great. All of a sudden, Malik Osborne's going to relocate. They're going to pitch it back out. Step-in threes are good threes. When I think about Florida State, I think about positionless offensively and defensively, and I think about the versatility of their offense. Because their size, because their length, because the undersized backcourt of Michigan, they can post up anyone on the floor. Michigan has scored 8 in its first 2 tournament games. Need to be held under that Florida State standpoint. They give up more than 75, 1 and 6.
Ancient.
Inside College Game Day on this week.
Ancient.
Eric Musselman,
Ancient.
fantastic finish between the Hogs and Earl Roberts last night. Eric Musselman, head coach at Arkansas, will join the show.
Ancient, yeah.
Walton on the conference champions. One Pac-12 team is already in the Elite 8. More opportunities to save. UCLA and SC Oregon play each other. Bill Walton will be here soon. Yeah, Gino Auriemma got his